And welcome to Governor Livingston High School here on the Hill. My name is Nathan Philbrick. Thank you for joining me here today on Governor Livingston High School television, on YouTube and/or Facebook. We are just about to get ready for our final matchup, just about to get started with our final matchup of the day. Your Governor Livingston boys varsity Highlanders against the South Amboy Governors. This one should be a good matchup. Our last varsity matchup that I commentated with you saw your Governor Livingston Highlanders at 2-5 facing off against the Milburn Millers at 7-1. The Highlanders managed to pull off the upset, take Milburn down to 7-1, and get their third win of the year after a 5-game losing streak. We will start the game with a free throw due to a pregame technical. First one is missed. South Amboy being handed on a platter the opportunity to score first and able to convert. So, even before the tip, 1 point on the board, South Amboy will have a lead. The Governors will start with the ball. Wesley Love. Now a steal. Owen Keogh. He'll drive to the basket, lay that one up. And looks like he got blocked. Jaden Vasquez will carry this one up the court. Guarded by Parker Chatfield. Now it's with number 30. Amboy. Now one knocked away. It'll be recovered by Greg. Greg will drive to the basket and miss that one off the glass. Now it's time for James Cannizzaro. James Cannizzaro, the leading scorer of this Highlanders team and one of the captains along with Ryan Lamera. Now Elijah Garcia to Chatfield. Cannizzaro. He'll kick out to Chatfield. And Chatfield will get a foul call on the shot. .7:05 left, already 55 seconds gone in the game. The score is 1-0, South Amboy. And he sinks the first one, tying it up 1-1. That first foul goes against number 24, Jadius Jimenez. And two, the Highlanders take their first lead of the game. The score is 2-1. Coach Carlisle over on the sideline yelling things out. Jimenez going for a lay, no good. Faced opposition under the basket and couldn't get past it. Now Elijah Garcia on the far side in front of the Amboy bench. He'll drive to the basket, he'll kick out quickly. Cannizzaro, that one airballed. Sorry, that was Chatfield. Now number 11, Wesley Love trying to go behind the back. He'll kick out to Zero for a long three. Vasquez on the miss. And a foul. And a foul on the floor against Max Riviker, who was already halfway up the court when it was called. So it seems like an unlikely one, but the Govs will maintain possession. James Cannizzaro getting in there, and a jump ball. Oh, and Keogh fell on top of it. Evidently not pleased that it was a jump ball call and not just his possession, but Elijah Garcia will carry it up the court now. Garcia, met by Jimenez, and he's put on the floor, and now a three. No good from Riviker. Rebound converted by James Cannizzaro. Highlanders open to a 4-1 lead. Jimenez, screen set by Vasquez. Jimenez hits from three and taunts the student section. He gets some jeers for that one, and I'm sure next time he misses, nobody will be silent. Now Garcia will go to Chatfield. Chatfield going to the corner to Riviker. Driving under the basket. Chatfield will get a foul call as he tried to go up for the shot, and he'll go to the line. Sinks another. The Highlanders regain their lead, but only one now. 5:38 left here in the first. Chatfield's only gone to the line 5 times. He's 2 for 5 coming into this game, and he just converted 2 for 2. Vasquez with the ball. Now to Jimenez. Jimenez guarded by Owen Keogh. Jimenez loses the ball. Regained by Wesley Love, kicks it out to the corner, 3, no good, in and out. Rebound, James Cannizzaro. Vasquez on the ground going for the dive. Now Parker Chatfield kicks it to the corner. Now to Keogh for 3. That hits! The Highlanders up 9-4. A 5-point lead. Blocked by Chatfield! Down the court, Garcia. And he'll be fouled. Would have been a trip to the line, but now a timeout called by the Governors. A full timeout. The Highlanders on a roll right now, 9-4. The technical pregame, of course, not what you are looking for, and I'm sure Coach Carlisle will have to have a discussion about that after the game. But of course, she'll keep it for after the game because right now there is not anything she wants to do to ruin her boys' flow. An 8-1 South Amboy team is down 5 right now. There's 4:53 left in the game. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Matt Wieter, the coach of this Governors team, trying to get his team back in rhythm. They're 8-1 coming into the game. They've only lost one. It was against Keensburg on the 29th of December last year. They haven't lost this year. Since the start of the year, they've played only 2 games, however. Once this past Monday and once this past Wednesday. They beat New Brunswick 58-36, and they beat Dunellen 55-42. Garcia misses the first free throw. This South Amboy team averages almost above 60 points per game. So, a steal! Elijah Garcia goes down. He'll pass it off to Keogh. No good. Rebound taken by the Governors. This one knocked away. Almost out of bounds. Love will recover. Sorry, Vasquez will recover and he'll convert on the way. 4:24 left. Max Riverker carrying it up the court. Riverker now with Keogh. Keogh loses possession for a second. It goes to Chatfield. Chatfield, they're leaving him open at the top of the arc. He's not a high three-point shooter, but if he decides he wants to throw a heat check, he could. Now with Chatfield. To Canizero. Canizero to Keogh. How the Highlanders trying to calm things down. Play their game. Keogh lay. That's in. The Highlanders break double digits. 3:50 left. It's 11-6. Another 5-point lead. It's with Wesley Love. Wesley Love driving. Goes for the mid-range J. No good. Rebound Canizero. Keogh carrying it up the court. Now bounces to Riverker. Back to Keogh. Keogh will go for a 3. That's good! This gym is electric. Elijah Garcia forcing the contact, but he recovers out of bounds. The Governors will get the inbound. And number 1, Robbie Sinape. A 3 there, no good. Keogh now to Canizero. We'll feed it long to Chatfield, who takes a 3. That one off iron. And rebound by number 10, who I don't have. Sorry, I do have it. Darian Joubert. Vasquez. That one rattles in. From 3, the lead back to 5. Elijah Garcia now. Trying to make a move. Guarded by Centerpiece. Screen set. Back to Chatfield. Chatfield goes to Canizero. Canizero hits for 3. 17-9, 8-point lead. A steal by Chatfield. Now Canizero slows it down. Face guarded by number 10, Joubert. Had a missed layup there. Now Wesley Love will try and go quickly. Met by Garcia. He'll dish it to Joubert. That one rolling around, and a foul called. This one should be going in favor of the Highlanders, but it doesn't look like it will, based on Coach Carlisle's reaction. And they'll call it on number 15, Elijah Garcia. He had the hand on the ball. Not sure how you call that foul, but either way, 17-9. Centipede to inbound. He'll go to Love. Leslie Love, guarded by Riviker. He'll go for a pass to Joubert. Sorry, to Vasquez. Vasquez dishes that one out to number 30, Abray. And that one blocked and stolen by Chatfield. Now Owen Keogh with the ball. He'll go to James Cannizzaro. Back to Keogh. He'll take a three. No good off iron. Tipped, but no good on the rebound for Cannizzaro. Now Vasquez for the Governors. He'll go to the corner to number 30. That one off iron. And Riviker and Cannizzaro contacted for a second, but luckily still managed to recover. Owen Keogh gets a foul and almost got one to go. Delayed the jump just a second and managed to get the man crashing down on him. So Owen Keogh will step up to the line now. Keogh misses his first. He's 18 for 22 from the three-point line. He has the third most three-point attempts, and the second most makes. In first is James Cannizzaro in both categories. Keogh will sink his second. That's 15 free throws made, 29 out of 29 free throws attempted. And the crowd shouting for Aiden Feldman now. Owen Keogh knocking it away from Centipede, and it's on the ground. That'll be a jump ball call. And now Aiden Feldman steps up. Coach Carlisle, a man of the people. Owen Keogh will step off the court for a second. And Aiden Feldman, number 2, will check in the game. Now guarding Centipede on the inbound. Governor is able to convert on the 2-point, on the layup there. Screen set by Jackson Cromaldi. Now Garcia dishing that one out overhead. It'll go to Chatfield at the point. That one no good. Almost got his own rebound. Now Feldman. Now back to the corner. I can't see the corner. I do apologize. I'm standing up. I gotta see. Elijah Garcia. To Feldman on the far side. Feldman driving into the paint. Goes to Cromaldi, excuse me. Now Garcia with a screen set from Cannizzaro. That one rattles in! 21-11. A 10-point lead for the Highlanders, the first double-digit lead of the game. 15 seconds left. The Governors have to go quickly. It'll be Vasquez who will hit a three. 8 seconds left. Now the Highlanders in a rush. To Cromaldi underneath, off the glass, and no good. So, to close out the first quarter, it'll be Highlanders 21, Governors 14. The Highlanders with a 7-point lead. We will take a short break, and we will return in just a few minutes. My name is Nathan Furbeck. Thank you for joining me here today. If you want more updates about games that will be live on Governor Livingston High School television in the future, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Nate Philbricks Productions. That's Philbricks, Philbrix. I'm Nathan Philbrick. I'll be back in a minute. The Highlanders start with possession in this second quarter. Max Riverker will dish out to Aiden Feldman. Aiden Feldman will drive the baseline, go for two, no good, off rim. Elijah Garcia with the rebound will try and get it to CJ Contagello, but he'll pass the one back, and an over and back call. Sorry. Joubert getting the layup for the Governors. Elijah Garcia now. He'll go to the paint. Fakes the shot. Goes to Riverker. Riverker looking for something. Screen set by Francis. Elijah Garcia. Kick to CJ Contagello. And that one will roll around and be knocked out of bounds by number 10 of the Governors, Darion Joubert. So, inbound to Garcia. Now Riverker for three. No good. Rebound, almost taken by Feldman. Now it is by Feldman. And a jump ball call. This one will go the Highlanders' way. Or no, it won't. It'll be an inbound for the Governors. An astounding decision by one of the Zebras. Inbound to Wesley Love. And an offensive foul against number 1, Robbie Senape. Blocking foul. So the Highlanders will get possession back. Max Riverker to inbound it. Coach Carlisle motioning what she wants him to do. In case you were wondering how packed this gym is, I am currently standing along the sideline to be able to see the far left corner as Max Riverker rolls that one up and in off the glass. Now the Governors will try and go quickly to number 30, Jerian Abry, and they will get it. So 23-18, 5-point lead for the Highlanders. A long three from Feldman. That one no good. And a steal from CJ Contagello on the pass attempt. Now James Canizero will take it over half court. Owen Keogh set to check back in shortly. Elijah Garcia. Now to CJ. Now to Feldman. Feldman back to Contagello. Contagello to Garcia. Garcia driving in, spin move. Gets to Contagello. Canizero. Fake the three. Now Riverker. Now Canizero for three. In! That one rolled around. But it's a no-doubter nonetheless. An 8-point lead for the Highlanders once more. Vasquez kicks out to Wesley Love. Love driving, goes for the mid-range. That one goes up and in. The Governors get 20 on the board. The Highlanders have a 6-point lead. Garcia. Closely guarded. He'll kick it out to Feldman. Feldman for three. That one off the iron. Now Wesley Love. Love being guarded by Contagello. Now it's Vasquez, guarded by Garcia at the point. He'll go back to Love. Love driving into the paint, trips himself up, throws the ball away to Canizero. Canizero drives, goes for contact, off the glass, almost in. Wesley Love is free down the court. He'll go for a mid-range two. That one way over. Aiden Feldman, an air ball chance. Aiden Feldman gets the rebound. Air ball chance coming from the crowd. 4:45 left in the second quarter. Max Riverker drives through contacts, up for two. Baseline foul apparently, but the Highlanders will retain possession nonetheless. 4:40 left here in the second. That one goes against number 1 of the Governors, Robbie Senape. Super Saturday might be one of, if not the most attended event at Governor Livingston High School. The only reason it falls second, as Max Riviker hits that three, the only reason it falls second is because of Friday Night Lights, our once-a-year Friday night football game. The Governor's now trying to respond. Vasquez at the point, trying to get past Chatfield. He'll go underneath to number 10, Joubert, and he'll get the layup to go. Not to go, apologies. 7-point lead for the Highlanders, 29-22. The Highlanders have to get it over half court. Bounce pass to Keogh from Garcia. Now Chatfield in the corner for three! 32-22, double digits lead reestablished. Now Vasquez will go from the point again. Centipede going around him. Vasquez trying to drive into the paint, blocked by Chatfield! These boys are going wild. Owen Keogh now calms down the pace. Going behind the back, making a move, gets past Centipede, and gets the roll. Might have gotten fouled there, and a timeout called by the Governors. Highlanders with the biggest lead of the game at 12 points. The score is 34-22. 3 minutes and 28 seconds are left in the second period. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great one we have here on the Hill. Coach Annie Carlisle. She had high hopes coming in as coach. They got a first win off the rip in their first game of the year against Morristown. But since then, it's been up and down, more down than up. They've only had one win since then against Dayton this past week. And we are about to get restarted. 3:28 left. The Highlanders playing foul-less. That one looked like a bit of a foul there from number 0, Vasquez. And now the ball lost by number 24 of the Governors, Jadius Jimenez, but evidently hit by Owen Keogh before it went out of bounds. And the referee is telling Keogh to back off, which is there's a certain level you have to allow them to get to. A three off the rip from Vasquez, that one no good. Number 10, Joubert, gets the rebound and puts it back in. Garcia goes to the corner for Chatfield for three. No good, off iron. Owen Keogh getting the rebound. He'll try and go under, and he was fouled. Or not. Owen Keogh is incredulous. Coach Annie Carlisle looked like something was going to happen. I'm not exactly sure what, but she's not a big fan of referees from what I'm aware of. Wesley Love dishes this one to Jimenez. Jimenez steps out of bounds. No call from the referee standing right next to him. And now a three. That one off iron and recovered by Love. He'll lose it. And that one should have been a possession for Owen Keogh. And now he gets stripped by Jimenez. A jump ball call. This referee should not be reffing a varsity game. The crowd is letting him have it. Coach Carlisle isn't saying anything, but I don't think it's long until she does. The Highlanders will keep the ball either way because the arrow was in their way, went their favor, excuse me. A lot of energy in this gym, and it might be getting to me a bit. Now he calls an over and back on Elijah Garcia. And Coach Carlisle will sub in Chase Riviker in favor of Elijah Garcia. So, on the court, number 10, Chase Riviker. Number 33, CJ Cantagello. Number 33, CJ Cantagello. 3, Parker Chatfield. 22, Owen Keogh. And number 1, Max Riviker. Both Riviker brothers on the court. Vasquez with the ball. Chatfield will get the rebound. after trying to draw a defensive foul. Carlisle gets Max Riviker to slow it down. Chatfield almost looked like he was going to take the three. Screen called for by Chase Riviker. He'll go for a three. That one no good. He'll get it kicked back out to him. Now to Max Riviker. Now back to Chase at the point. Now to Cantagello. Now to Keogh, who will go for three. That one off iron as well. Still a 10-point lead from the Highlanders. We just passed 2 minutes left. 1:55 to be exact. A travel. No call. And finally, the referees will blow their whistles. The fans evidently pressuring these referees to make the right calls. And a timeout from Coach Carlisle. Their team, both teams as a matter of fact, seem a bit ruffled. The Highlanders in particular haven't scored in a few minutes. So, Coach Carlisle calling a timeout, trying to calm her team down and hopefully get them to reestablish some semblance of strategy. 34-24 is the score here on the Hill. 1:49 left until halftime. Ryan Lamara has not stepped on the court, and the reason for that is because he's injured. He didn't play in last game either. I'm not exactly sure what the injury is, but he is injured. He's dressed in his best, I suppose, on the bench. Maybe just short of his best. But a key player for the Highlanders out, and they're still managing this game well. So CJ Cantagello will take the inbound now. Now Chase Riviker. Now back to Cantagello. Bounce passes it behind the back of Jimenez. Now a far heave to Riviker. And now Keogh from the point for three. That one bounces out. And that one will be knocked out of bounds by the Governors. Bit of confusing there. Governor Livingston and the Governors. Try not to get tripped up. I'm trying not to, my hardest. 1:34 left. Highlanders with the inbound. Chase Riviker will take this one. He'll throw it to Garcia under the basket. Looks like he was fouled there, but either way, he'll get it to Chatfield, who couldn't get it to roll. Owen Keogh and Jadius Jimenez are having a battle of their own on the court. And now, a missed three from number 0, Jadeo Vasquez. Owen Keogh, now to Cantagello, now to Garcia. Garcia, now to Keogh. Keogh drives underneath. He loses the ball for a second, has possession, tries to go for a shot, but he'll be blocked. Wesley Love now. Sorry, not Love. Centipede blocked. And a jump ball called. More jeering coming from the crowd. I think there's been more jeering at the referees than there has the actual players. But either way, Jimenez will inbound it. Keogh, well, he'll do what he does and get up in his face. Wesley Love comes free, goes for three. That one rattles around, no good. Now Jimenez trying to get the ball. 40 seconds left in the second period. The Highlanders will slow it down, and I'll slow down with them. Owen Keogh trying to make a move. Dishes it off to Chatfield. Now Garcia. Garcia goes over the top to Chatfield. Chatfield trying to go up behind the back. No good. That one recovered by Abry. Abry, 20 seconds left. We'll dish this one to Centipede. Centipede guarded by Chase Riviker. He'll dish it off to number 10, Joubert. Now back to Centipede. Now we'll give it to Jimenez. Jimenez will drive. And no good. Sorry, no shot. It'll be a foul on the floor. So the Highlanders will pick up their first foul. Neither team getting into foul trouble despite how physical this game has been. The fans underneath the basket to Vasquez. Jimenez travels. Jadius Jimenez with the travel. Evidently the jeering might be getting to him a bit. A long three there. That one rattles in at the buzzer. Owen Keogh. What can you do? Owen Keogh right now saying he'll do it all. And he'll hype up the crowd as he walks out. The Highlanders going into the half with a 13-point lead. The score is 37-24. I myself am pretty hyped. We will be back in just about 10 minutes when these boys return to the court for the second half. And trust me, you'll want to be here when it happens. My name is Nathan Philbrick. Thank you for being here on Governor Livingston High School Television, on YouTube and or Facebook. I'm going to go get a lozenge and some water because my voice is shot. Half of this game is now underway. Thank you for joining me here on Governor Livingston High School Television. My name is Nathan Philbrick. You're watching your Governor Livingston Highlanders boys basketball team against the South Amboy boys Governors, and a foul there against James Canizaro. The score as we come out of the half is 37-24, a 13-point lead brought about by a far three at the buzzer from Owen Keogh. This crowd now pretty silent, but when they score, it'll pop once again. It's silent now, but don't worry, the energy hasn't gone away yet. My voice has, though, so I will try to stay calm, but no promises. Jimenez trying to go an off-the-glass roll, and that one will get some shouts. Now Chatfield from the corner, almost took the roll. James Canizaro with the ball, and a jump ball called. So the Governors will get the ball. We are almost a minute in to the third quarter. Jimenez. Now to Vasquez. Vasquez gets this one to Lowe. Lowe goes for the mid-range jumper. That one rolls in and out. And Parker Chatfield went for the rebound, but it was knocked away by Jadiel Vasquez, and it'll stay with the Highlanders. Now Owen Keogh to bring it up the court. Far pass there from Garcia. Now Canizaro in the corner. Three ball. And the referee not exactly sure what happened, but the referee apparently not happy that Owen Keogh evidently getting a technical for celebrating, which it's high school basketball. That's all I'll say. And now a foul on the floor from the Highlanders. That was Elijah Garcia. He'll pick up his second of the day. A 16-point lead from the Highlanders, 40-24. Jimenez trying to work on Keogh. Loses the ball out of bounds. And it'll go the Highlanders' way. Elijah Garcia now carrying it up the court. Makes a move on low. Now Chatfield to Keogh. Cannizzaro to Ryvicker, to Garcia in the corner. He'll move around to the point. He'll get it to Keogh. Keogh will go for the 3 ball. No good. Cannizzaro with the rebound to Ryvicker. 3. No good as well. Now Keogh goes for 2. That one rolls in. The largest lead of the game for the Highlanders. An 18-point lead. It's 42-24. And a pass straight away to Max Ryvicker. Turnover by the Governors allows the Highlanders to get a 20-point lead, the first of the day. And now a 3 from Jarian Abry. Excuse me. So, a timeout. 30 seconds. The lead now back down to 17. The score is 44-27. 5:34 left in this game. Sorry, not 5:34 left in the game. 5:34 left in the third period. We've got a lot more games than just 5.5 minutes. And trust me, there will be semantics. Owen Keogh has already gotten a technical in about 2.5 minutes of playing in the second half for celebrating, which I don't know what exactly to say about giving somebody a technical for celebrating. I mean, if it was truly a bad offense, he would be ejected. There are rules according to the NJSIA, but a technical for a celebration kind of just seems like the referee wanted to give out a technical. That's my personal opinion. You at home can decide whatever you want. Either way, Elijah Garcia with the ball, working on Centipede, drives to the basket, and 1! The crowd is going wild once again, and Elijah Garcia will have a chance at a 3-point play. Can't convert on the 3-point play. And number 10, Joubert, will come up with the rebound. And now number 30, Abry will give it away. Max Ryvicker going up. Rebound by Cannizzaro. He'll try and go for the layup, but he'll be fouled in the process. So no 3-point play for Garcia. Rebound, then thrown away. And now another trip to the line for the Highlanders, this time James Cannizzaro. Cannizzaro will sink his first. He is a pretty reliable free throw shooter, as I've said. 25 of 29 coming into the game. I'm sure he's sunk a few more and taken a few more, although I don't know the exact number. And he'll sink the second. So, a 21-point lead. Again, the biggest lead of the game for the Highlanders. A 3 from Jaden Abry, and that one will go off the iron, and a pass from Joubert will go to Cannizzaro and a turnover. Now Owen Keogh trying to make something work to Max Ryvicker. Ryvicker looked like he was going to go cross court to Chatfield, but it ends up with Garcia. Garcia now at the point. Now back to Garcia, standing on the Highlanders. Fake to make the move. Chatfield laying a screen, and Garcia will turn the ball over. Jimenez will get an easy layup. 4:20 left in the game. Some interesting taunts coming from the crowd, but creativity is always a good thing. Ryvicker fake the 3, now the mid-range, and it's in! That might have been Kiera Palizzi shouting from the front, and Cannizzaro with the steal. Now to Garcia. Garcia, rebound for Cannizzaro, no good. 2 missed free layups, and that should be a foul, but no. It'll be jump ball apparently. And evidently there's a wet spot on the course, so everyone is trying to wax it back up. Always interesting scenes in high school basketball. Feldman now to Keogh. Keogh to Riviker. Screen set by Canizaro. Now Owen Keogh drives to the basket, goes for two. Might have been fouled in the process. Aiden Feldman trying to get the rebound, no good. So, Love will take it up the court. Jimenez for three. That one off iron. And now Aiden Feldman will carry it up the court. Chatfield driving the baseline. Kicks it out to Canizaro at the point. Canizaro drives in, goes up and under. It's back to a 23-point lead. Correction, it is a 23-point lead for the Highlanders. Again, the highest of the game. It seems like they're just going up and up. 3:05 left. Jimenez loses the ball and turns it over to Keogh. So now Canizaro will go for a three. That one off the iron and in, and a rebound almost miscontrolled by Jimenez. Evidently, this Highlander crowd is getting into his head. They're yelling his name. Not something you're supposed to do in high school basketball. And now number 30, Jaden Avery will lose the ball, but he'll recover it quickly. Parker Chatfield trying to force the jump ball. Now he will. And it'll be a jump ball. It'll still go with the way of the Governors, but momentum. 2:33 left in the third quarter. 52-29 is the score. The Highlanders with a 23-point lead.
More shots, 24, please. Please, more shots. I want to see another Sally, 24.
Vasquez for three, no good. And now knocked out of bounds by Robbie Senepe. Coach Carlisle calling out a play. Coach Carlisle, a lot of things you could say about her as Max Riviker faked the three, goes inside for two, hits it. And now the Highlanders will high press. They'll drop off though. Parker Chatfield will go to meet his man, Jadiel Vasquez, sorry. Now low, back to Vasquez. 1:53 on the clock. Low has the ball knocked away from him by Garcia. He falls on top of it, and a foul call as CJ Contagello fell on top of Wesley Lowe. 1:47 left now. Coach Carlisle on the court. You can tell when she gets into the game because she gets further and further onto the court. Going back to my point about her, I had a few chats with her earlier in the season, and one of her slogans is building a program brick by brick. After every win, she hands out a brick to a player who contributed, or at least she believes contributed the most in that game, as number 10, Darian Joubert. Sorry, number 0, Jadiel Vasquez will sink a mid-range two-pointer to cut the lead back down to 23. Chatfield fakes a corner from the three. Now Garcia. Screen set by Contagello, excuse me. Max Riviker calling for motion. Contagello throws the ball away, trying to get to Feldman, but right into the hands of Jadiel Vasquez. Coach Carlisle coached at FDU, Fairleigh Dickinson University, women's basketball, and assistant coach. She played at NYU College, hails from the state of Texas. Or at least that's where she played her high school ball, and that's a foul on the Highlanders, just their second of the period, with 55 seconds left in the period. So Jadiel Vasquez will go to the line. Vasquez will miss his first. And now a wholesale change. 3 players coming off: Contagello, Keogh, and Chatfield in favor of Chase Riviker, Jackson Cromaldi, and Feldman. Now Cromaldi almost had the ball, That pass knocked from Chase Riverker. That should be an offensive foul. Or just a foul on the floor. Correction, no offensive foul. It'll be a blocking foul for Chase Riverker. And he'll step off the court. Oh, sorry. He'll go over to the sideline of the court to talk to Coach Carlisle. 54-34, the score. As number 10, Darian Joubert, gets ready to take his free throws. And he'll make it. So, for the first time in this, or for pretty much the first time in this third period, it is back down to a below 20-point lead. And a timeout from Coach Carlisle. This game, one of the biggest of the season, every season. The only way it might be topped is if the Highlanders manage to make the playoffs. However, right now, they're sitting 16th in the Central Group 1 power points. I'm guessing after this, they'll move up in those standings quite a bit. Just a reminder, the power points, not based purely on win-loss record. It's based on a multitude of factors, including the quality of your win, the quality of the opponent you are playing, and how much you beat them by. All of those are taken, multiplied, divided, added, and whatnot to get the power point value. And then all those values from each and every game is added. 16 games total count towards the power points in high school basketball in New Jersey. And the power points decide playoff seeding. In the UCC, however, they sit 5th. They play in the top division, the Valley. So they're not quite low enough to get demoted, but they'll be flirting with it. Chase Riverker now. Kicks to the corner, to his brother. Riverker, Max, rolls in and out. Now Canizero gets it up, goes for 2. And time expires on the clock. So, going in, or coming out of the third quarter, excuse me. The score is 54-34. The Highlanders have a 19-point lead. In a bit of a slump the last about minute and a half, but they've played the game well, even without one of their star players in Ryan Lamara. I'm Nathan Philbrick. Thank you for joining me here. I also should mention I have a co-commentator, Braden Clark. He is here with me. You might not hear a lot from him because I'll be talking a lot of the time. I do apologize. Yeah, and Braden, you do raise a good point. Both teams seem to be taking a lot of time on the plays, and that's something that you have to be careful about. Especially in high school, there's no shot clock, so there's nothing forcing you to be fast. And in a way that both benefits and is a negative for each and every team, because it allows you to play as slow as you want, but at the same time, your opponent can waste as much time as they want. So South Amboy, right now, as Braden said, they need to be a bit more offensive. Right now, they're playing very similarly to GL. They try and play around the outside. They set screens. They go for drives only when it's really opportune. At a certain point, I said this in the girls varsity game as well, at a certain point, they have to change that. Because if they aren't driving and shooting aggressively, they aren't going to score. Evan Sanders has checked onto the court for Owen Keogh. Now James Canizero takes an open 3. But evidently the openness got to him a bit. Low. Now to Jimenez. Now back to Low. Now into the corner. Now a layup from Jimenez, and that one goes in. Lead cut down to 17. And now Aiden Feldman will get called for a travel. 7:23 left in the quarter. Down low and blocked by Evan Sanders. Now the Highlanders trying to drive. Canizero, another three. No good. And rebound controlled by Darian Joubert. Joubert, now trying to go. Again, that one goes in and out. 2 attempts at a layup from inside the paint in 2 back-to-back possessions, and he missed both of them. Now Evan Sanders setting a screen.
Pass to Aiden Feldman. Aiden Feldman with the 3. Misses.
Garcia, no good. Rebound by Canizero. He'll lay that one in. Potentially a sign of the Highlanders getting back in their groove. Jadiel Vasquez will dump it off to Robbie Centipede. Now Centipede will get it back. He'll go to Abry. Now Centipede will drive and foul on Max Riviker. Defensive foul. A bit confusing. So confusing, in fact, there's not even jeers of disagreement from the crowd. They seem to just be not an understanding of what exactly happened. High pass over the top. That one almost hit by Aiden Feldman, but it'll get to Centipede either way. And now he'll give it to Joubert, who will try and drive against Neal. Goes for a mid-range. That one can't go. Jimenez high flying to get the rebound. Now Low. Jimenez trying to go for a drive. Walks into 2 men standing still. Far pass from Cantagallo. He'll kick. Owen Keogh will drive, and he'll get the foul as Darian Joubert flies in and lands right on top of him. Keogh good at stopping right in his tracks. And you can't do that coming from the crowd, and they're right. You can't do that.
Owen Kehoe going for his second shot. Makes it.
Robbie Centipede will give it to Jimenez. Back to Centipede. Guarded by Feldman. Centipede now making a move. Goes under the basket. Goes for the layup. That one rolls in. The score, 57-39, 5:12 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Evan Sanders. That one knocked away by number 30, Abry. Abry will go up for a layup, and that one no good. Rebound, Cantagallo, excuse me. Owen Keogh sees a lane, drives for it, goes for the lay, gets it. Gets the lead back to 20. And now he'll back off. And now, number 5, Michael Healy will check in. Well, he won't check in yet, but he's standing by the scorer's table. A pass there by Abry, no good. Now Owen Keogh will drive, try and go for a layup. That one kicked by Jimenez. That should have been a kick ball call, but it went out of bounds anyways. Jimenez looked like he was trying to call for that for the Govs. And now Healy will check in place of Elijah Garcia. Michael Healy chants coming from the crowd. Owen Keogh. Healy takes a 3. Sinks it! The crowd is going! They're out of this place! Not literally, of course, but it's so loud you might as well think they are. And a timeout from the Govs. The Highlanders back with a 23-point lead, and Michael Healy is ecstatic.
Wow. I mean, when people cheer for Michael Healy, he knew what to do. Sank that shot, and they went crazy. That definitely forced the coaches to take a timeout here. They need this down 62-39 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left.
Indeed they do. And you gotta say, Michael Healy, he had a player in his face. He looked at him, he took a second, he chucked up a three from the corner, and it sunk. No backboard, no rim, nothing. Nothing but net.
Amazing.
And that's not something many people can do.
Yes, that's crazy, especially, as you said, with the guy right in his face, makes a three.
Performing under pressure, although I suppose when the pressure is from your own fans, it might be just a little bit less intimidating. Inbound here goes to Jimenez. Jimenez guarded by Keogh still. It'll be with Joubert. Joubert will get it to low. Now Jimenez from three. That one will sink. But no celebration from Jimenez, just some boos from the crowd.
This crowd has not liked Jimenez, number 24, this entire game.
And a timeout here from the Highlanders, so two timeouts in quick succession. Evidently, Coach Carlisle not pleased with that open three they gave up, probably going to reinforce some defensive principles in them. Nice little stunt there by the Highlander cheer team. 3:50 left in the game. The Governors down 20 to Governor Livingston High School. My name is Nathan Philbrick. I'm joined here by Braden Clark. Thank you for being here with us on Governor Livingston High School television on YouTube and or Facebook. I will say, these are two teams, both teams that the Highlanders faced off against are good. There is no doubt about that. They had above 500 records. They each only had one loss. An 8-1 team we see here, and a 7-1 team we saw earlier. And it seems that there might be some home magic for the Highlanders, at least on this day, because both teams are handling this with, I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but they're handling it, and they're handling it well. .350 left on the clock. The visitors in South Amboy have 42 points. Your home team in the Highlanders have 62. Aiden Feldman almost lost that one out of bounds, recovered, but it'll be taken by the Governors anyways. Both teams, one foul. As we tick down, Jimenez now guarded by Keogh, and he'll throw the ball away. Michael Healy will dish it to Evan Sanders, and Sanders will get that one off the glass to go.
What a shot by Michael Healy.
I mean, what else can you say about it? This is high school basketball, and this is what you want to see each and every day when these boys step on the court. I'm sure Coach Carlisle will bring it up in each and every day after this day, and these boys might too. Sanders can't convert on the three-point play, but the Highlanders up 22. Lowe taking it quickly will turn it over. Now Keogh will return the favor, dishes it to the corner for Feldman. Feldman looked to take the midi, no good. Will go to Canagello. Keogh fakes three, drives in, kicks it out. Feldman, floater, good. .4 lead for the Highlanders. Now Lowe driving to the basket. He hits his own floater, but it won't go. And it'll go out of bounds. 2:49 left on the clock. And now Christian Pupo and Darius Francis will check into the game. And CJ Cantagello and Owen Keogh will check out. I will say, with how much Owen Keogh and Jadius Jimenez have been jawing at each other and in each other's faces, it's amazing that neither of them have become a huge liability yet. Although I'm sure Coach Carlisle is taking him out to ensure that he's not a liability. Michael Healy missed that one from three, off iron. Jimenez hasn't come off the court, however. Well, he's off the court right now. but he has come off the court a bit less than Owen Keogh. Now Joubert will go and get the lay. 2:20 left in the game. Aiden Feldman will go to Christian Pupo. To Evan Sanders. Evan Sanders goes to the corner, almost hits our camera, and there was nobody in the corner for him.
I mean, wow, where was he passing to? Almost hit us.
Cam Robs too. Number 1, Robbie Senepe will carry the ball. He'll have it knocked out of his hands by Aiden Feldman, but it'll stay with the Governors. Inbound from number 22. Yves Son Jean-Pierre. And number 0, Jadiel Vasquez will sink a shot from inside the paint. Now Darius Francis drives to the basket, goes for a layup behind his back. My God, the audacity. These boys, they're getting more and more outlandish, I feel like. Now Aiden Feldman can't get it to go. Francis gets the rebound. It'll go straight to Pupo. Pupo will lose the ball in the melee. And now Aiden Feldman in a chase down, trying to get a block from behind on number 10, Darian Joubert, but
Jimenez won that foot race and able to get the shot off for 2 points.
Now Feldman to Francis. Feldman trying to drive, kicks out to Francis. Francis goes for a 3, in and out, and lost his balance in the process, unfortunately. 56 seconds left. This one's all but sealed away. The Governors won't even try to foul. Aiden Feldman will try and go for a steal. Park the buses coming from the Highlander crowd. 40 seconds left. Aiden Feldman still being pressed by Senepe. Maybe one last heat check. But that ball will go out of bounds with 31 seconds left. Darius Francis trying to recover. The score right now is 68-48. As I've said, no attempt to even foul and get the points back. The Governors are down 20. It's not likely they would have came back. They could have tried, but this Highlander team was just, to reference 7-8 Sports, they were locked in. And James Canizero might be getting a locked-in post after this one. The Governors have some of their backups, and now a jump ball call with just 12 seconds left. Highlanders fans are starting to make their way out to avoid the traffic, but I'm sure plenty of them will stay to cheer on the boys as they walk off the court. Seven seconds. And Michael Healy thought that time was expiring, didn't look at the clock. The fans were counting down, but the game wasn't over. That's just kind of funny.
Coach
Carlisle displeased. She sat down in exasperation. She looks
with that pass though.
She looks displeased. Her team's winning by 20. Darius Francis chucks ones up at the end, but it'll do nothing to change the outcome. Highlanders move to 3 and 5. The Governors move to 8 and 2. The Highlanders will likely move up in PowerPoint standings, but all that happens right now, and all that I know is that they get one more win on the scoreboard. Either way, my name's Nathan Philbrick. I'm here with Braden Clark. Thank you for joining us today from the Hill from Governor Livingston High School on the Hill. You can check me out on Instagram at Nate Philbricks Productions. That's Philbricks, Philbrix. We hope you all have a great evening, given that it is now almost 5 p.m. Have a great evening. I wish you all the best. Signing off from the Hill, Nathan Philbrick.
And Braden Clark.